Yo, what up? This your boy Kenneth Stones, aka Kofi Weaston.
This your boy DOE, Good Brother Bowl.
And we are the Dirty Hills. You already know, man, you tuning in to 11:30 podcast. Not 7:30, but 11:30.
Dude, that's my job. Not 7:30, but 11:30.
Yeah. And you have been Dirty Hills approved.
Yo, what it do, everybody? It's your man Dre, aka Dre on Wheels. This is episode 70 of the 11:30 podcast, Talk Pro Wrestling. What's good, everybody doing out there on this beautiful Friday? Yes, we made it back here on this Friday. It's the weekend. You know, it's time to talk some pro wrestling. Good morning, good night, good afternoon to all my listeners all across the world, Mexico, Germany, the UK, the States, DC. We in the building. Yes, on this Friday. It's going to be an amazing show, you guys, for real. Been a crazy, interesting week all over wrestling. We're going to recap some All Out that went past this Sunday, you guys. And I got an awesome guest, you guys, because we ain't going to waste no time. He's going to be joining me here in just a bit, you guys. Independent pro wrestler, ACW Heavyweight Champion. He wrestles for Full Impact Pro Wrestling, PWX Pure, RPW, just to name a few, you guys. He's real, he's raw, you guys. He's Raw Artois. He's going to be joining me in just a bit. Before we get to that, I want to shout out my guest who was on last week, WWE Heavyweight Champion, Tony Batista. For real, thank you so much for being on the show. But ladies and gentlemen, we ain't going to waste no more time. We're going to get in the show, for real. Raw Artois. How's it going, bro?
Thanks for having me, my friend. And Jesus Christ, that was quite an intro there.
Yeah, quite an intro though. But I appreciate you, August, man, joining me here on the podcast. How's your day been?
My day is great, man. I wake up in the morning, I piss excellence. Everything I do is awesome.
Okay. Everything you do is awesome, man. Awesome. How life treating you though?
Shit, man. As you can see right here, I'm only 11 months in. I believe I was, 7 months in when I got this, man. I'm unstoppable. I hit the ground running, and a lot of people don't like that. But I got an ass that they can kiss.
Okay. From what I seen, man, and from what we was chatting, before the show, man, you're a badass, and I definitely like badasses, man, in the ring. You definitely got to believe it. From your perspective, and from my perspective too. I dig it. Being a bad guy, how's that been coming along for you, though?
I mean, it's not just inside the ring. I mean, this persona comes from who I naturally am as a person. My whole life, it's been like this since the age of 16. I was signed to a record label. I was the lead singer of a metal band. I toured 48 states. I've been to 8 different countries. The things I do, people dream about doing. The women I'm with are plucked straight from the dreams from every single loser out there. So I was already this person before I became a professional wrestler. So, I'm the kind of guy that, I'll walk into a bar and hit you in the mouth just to see how fast you hit the ground. And now I do it professionally.
Hey, that's pretty cool. Just hitting people in the mouth, man, for fun. Sound like a cool job to me, though. Do you enjoy being the guy people despise?
I don't give a shit what people like or dislike. I'm not here to make friends. That's for the fans, for the guys in the locker room. I'm not here to help set up the ring. I'm not here to help carpool to the shows. I'm not trying to get you booked. Worry about me and only me. And look where it's got me. I'm not even a year in the business yet.
How's your journey been since you been in the business though? Less than a year already, and you're champion.
I've taken over, man. When I first started, my trainer said it would be 6 to 8 months before I have my first match. We're at 11 months now, so it was 2 months in, and I said I'm ready. He put me in my first match, and I hit the ground running ever since then. I'm on my 37th match now. I've had matches against guys like Ryzen from AEW. I've had matches against Enzo, Big Cass, Hernandez from Impact. I've had matches against Garrett Bischoff, some of the bigger names. I've been up in Georgia, North Carolina, still down here in Florida. Before I even stepped in the ring, actually, while I was still in training, I was an extra on SmackDown as a security guard. I've been an extra on Raw. I was with the Retribution. I was on NXT 31. I was a placed fan in the crowd front row. You can see the August Artois mask on me. And then I was on WrestleMania 37, or what was it, 37. I was hopping down the fucking ring in a bunny suit.
Well, I mean, you're doing better for yourself. How was that experience from hopping down to the ring in a bunny suit?
I'll tell you a funny story. We actually all got ribbed by Vince. If you don't know what ribbing means, it means you fucking played a joke on us. So if for rehearsals, it's in Florida, it's outside, it's hotter than fuck. We're wearing these fucking bunny suits. So, the bunny music played. He goes, all right, hop down there, get in the ring, dance around for a little bit. The music's going to hit, start dancing. Miz and Morrison come out. Everything's good. So we get in the first time. We dance for about, 13, 14 seconds. Then the other music hits. We dance for about 10 seconds. Miz and Morrison come out. Good. Vince goes, all right, have him come up and do it one more time. Miz and Morrison were like, dude, that was good enough. And they're like, have him come out, do it one more time. This time we're in the fucking ring dancing for like 3.5 minutes. At this point, we're bouncing. We're looking around at each other. Our ankles are all swelling up. Our calves are burning. And then all of a sudden the music stops. Then the second song hits. We got to dance for another 3.5 minutes. We look up there and Vince is laughing his ass off. He's like, all right, that's enough. Such good shit. So that's funny to say. I got ribbed by Vince McMahon, but man, that was hell. But honestly, I've never been in front of that many people before this. So, when we did rehearsals, looking around at all the seats and stuff, especially going through the whole Thunderdome bullshit. Once we hit that turn to go around that stage and we saw those people, it's kind of hard to see through that mask, but you could still feel that electricity, and it was fucking awesome. It was definitely like snorting. It was like taking a bump of Coke, and now I want the whole line.
Okay. So you ready for it? You ready to go full throttle though?
I mean, I was born for this, man. I like I said, 16 years old. I was the front man of a metal band signed to a record label, Metal Blade Records. Our band was Forever in Terror. We toured without any parental supervision at all. We were late coming back, with 2 months late to, I think it was our junior year in high school. So I've always been the fucking man. So this is just a different atmosphere.
Okay, that's what's up, man. I really dig it, man. I really dig it. As far as wrestling, though, how did you get into wrestling? Since you said you got into it.
I was blessed with a big brother, so growing up, he got into it first, when I was still a baby and stuff. Ultimate Warrior, Hulk Hogan, all that kind of stuff. So like when I got a little older, I became the test dummy to try all the moves on and stuff. And next thing you know, we're watching it together. Next thing you know, we're cutting promos together. We're wrestling in the backyard together. And my brother's actually a referee for a lot of the companies that I do work for, WWE and PWX. So growing up as a kid, it's kind of like everybody's story. We did the backyard wrestling, the hardcore stuff, and do not recreate this, kiss my ass. That's exactly what we did. But then, my life went in different ways. Like I said, I got signed to a record label. I started doing music. Then I started, doing women, and life changes. And then I hit the age of 30 and I realized, I was like, you know what? I've toured the country. I've been all across the world. I'm going to go be a wrestler. So now I'm a wrestler and I'm fucking awesome at it.
Hey, that's really cool, man. I dig it, August, man. I really dig it. You hot at it right now. Who's been some of your trainers, man? Who's been some of your trainers, man? You're giving you good advice though, because you got a
Francisco Chiazzo. That's it. Period. That's my head trainer, my only trainer. A lot of the people in the business, like I said, when I started, I hit the ground running. And one of my first big matches, I called out. Let's see, my roster's right here. When did I face him? It was actually my 21st match. I faced Garrett Bischoff, and I called him out. 3 months in the process, I called him out on Facebook. Without tagging him, I was just talking shit. I said, I heard he was getting back in the ring for another company, and I think it's a fucking joke. The only thing good about Garrett Bischoff is Eric Bischoff. That's it. He ain't shit. He's not a good wrestler. He's not a good fucking. So everybody, who is this August Artois kid? He's been in the business for 2 months. They're hitting up my trainer, and they're, well, why is he talking shit? My trainer said, don't, ask him. Don't ask me. Worry about him. So at this point, I'm 3-4 months in. I'm calling myself a veteran already because I'm in the ring with guys that are 20 years in, and I'm the one, carrying the fucking match. I'm the reason that match was the match of the night. I'm the reason that was the main event. So I'm going to call a spade a spade. I'm not going to fucking sit here and wait 10, 15, 20 years. I'm a veteran. So after 3-4 months, I went out and made myself a shirt, veteran, just to let every fucking buddy know I call myself a veteran. People didn't like that. So back to the Garrett thing. So now you got this punk ass kid that's calling out, true veterans that have been in the business for years and have been signed, and he's calling himself a veteran. So people, companies were reaching out to me. They were telling me in direct messages. This isn't on actual Facebook. They're messaging me, hey kid, I know you're a trainer. He's a good guy, and I just want to let you know that you're things the right way, man. Our company will never book you. So my response back was, kiss my fucking ass. And people are telling me, dude, you're jamming your foot in your fucking mouth. You're basically kicking yourself in the ass. Like, you're never gonna get booked. Here goes your 2-month career down the drain. 11 months later, I'm booked. Here's the thing. The only people that are mad about what I've done are the boys in the back. And with all due respect, actually, with absolutely zero respect, fuck the boys in the back. So many people have ruined their fucking careers because they want to pop the boys in the back. They want to know what the boys in the back, and they want to play it cool with the boys in the back. Fuck the boys. Once the boys in the back start paying my fucking bills, then we'll start caring about them. Because, honest to God, when it comes down to it, say you're a wrestler, and I am obviously the #1 superstar in the world. Say me and you are going for the same job. Fuck you. I want it. I don't give a fuck. After I get it, maybe you can get it, but me first. So this is a cutthroat business, and I started off that way. A lot of guys become friends, and they train with people, and they hang out. And I don't have any brothers. I have a blood brother that, my mom's other son. My brother. That's it. I don't do that dumb bullshit. I'm not here to make friends.
Okay, hey man, I'm digging it. I'm a little lost for words though. But I mean, for far as the veterans that do, come across that you have wrestled in your short amount of time in the wrestling business, and they, having some animosity towards you, of calling yourself a veteran though. How you?
Yeah, man, I've been confronted in the locker room. Take that shirt off. I'm like, go fuck yourself, man. Because the thing about me is that outside of the ring, I can fight. So, like I said, I call a spade a spade. If you're a bitch, you're a bitch. And the reason I am real and raw is because the shit I say is raw, and the shit I say is real. That's the way my mother raised me. She said, if you're gonna say anything, make sure it's the truth.
Okay. Hey, you right about that. You got to make sure it is the truth. Nothing raw though. But far as the persona though, the badass persona though. I don't know if you noticed though, but it's just something that really reminds me of it though. It's a new TV show out, series or whatever, called The Hills. And the guy.
I don't watch TV.
Hey, cool. It's all cool about it though. But it's a new wrestling show, whatever. And he's a heel. He goes out, man. He's a wrestling guy, but he wants to be the bad guy. He wants to be the bad guy, but he's a dick and an asshole. See, and if you get where I'm going,
no, I'm saying you can't were you about to say that he is a bad guy and really is he an asshole in real life?
No, he's not. Yeah, he is an asshole.
Okay. So that's the thing is once you said he wants to be the bad guy, there's a lot of guys that I see in the locker room and they're back there. Can I get you anything? Good job out there. I'm really appreciative to be here. I'm so thankful to be here. I'm so happy to be here. Fuck all that shit. I'm August Artois when I wake up in the fucking morning, when I get in my fucking car, when I talk to that dumb bitch at the gas station, once I give my fucking $3 to the toll lady, till I walk in that goddamn building, to when I walk through that fucking curtain, to when I get to the goddamn ring, till when I leave. I am always the same fucking person. And that's why people are there's a character now who I'm not going to mention any names, but his character was, hey guys, I'm this guy, and hey, I'm so happy. And all of a sudden I came along and he people are starting to jock my style. People that, and you could tell that these people aren't who they're portraying. Like when I'm during a match, when someone's crawling away from me and I kick them in the back of the fucking head, I've actually kicked somebody in the back of the fucking head before. I've actually had someone crawling away from me and I've kicked them in the teeth and had their teeth fall onto the concrete. I've actually had people's blood all over my hands and scarred their teeth scarred my knuckles on their teeth. These are things that I've really done. So to dial it back maybe a notch or two, you know what I'm saying? So these guys have to turn that shit on. These motherfuckers have to find something that makes them that mad. But these kids were, you know, they're raised in a 2-parent household with, you know, a decent income and everything they've ever wanted. They're not hungry. They're not they're not bitter. They're not me, and they'll never be me. And my coach said it from the beginning. I have the it factor, and you cannot teach that. It's just something you can't. You're either born with it or you're not. So these guys that are portraying these bad guys, you're phony, and a lot of people see right fucking through it.
Okay. So you 24/7 though. So how the locker room and how do others in the professional wrestling world handle August Artois?
A lot of people, I mean, the promoters like me. That's all that fucking matters. And the thing is, like, I sold out. I've had 3 different t-shirts. They've all sold out because I don't set up a booth with smiles on my face. I walk around and I slap my t-shirt on the table and say, pull out your fucking wallet, $25. And these wrestling idiots do it. They pay for it. I sell my 8x10s for as much as Hulk Hogan does, and people fucking buy them. Dumb. I'm not going to sit here and sugarcoat shit. I'm not going to, hey, would you like to buy it? Because what grown man wants a picture of me with my shirt off? You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I know some grown men, but the average straight grown man, you know, at a biker bar, he'll buy my shit because he's intimidated because I'm a fucking alpha.
Hey, I dig it, man. I totally agree with what you're saying, man. For real, you got to believe it, and you got to be what you say you are. It's a lot of guys who play, you know, good guys will play bad guys though. But if you actually who you say you are, then you are, you know, my man.
That's why that show you mentioned is probably fucking stupid, because it's gonna all it's gonna do now is it's gonna turn all these guys that aren't getting over. I'm gonna flip little kids off and I'm gonna tell everybody to shut the fuck up. And like the other day I came out and I smoke Black and Milds, and I also smoke other stuff. But so I just finished smoking the other stuff and I wanted to hit my Black and Mild, but my match was next. My music hit. I was like, fuck. So the place we were at, it was like an indoor outdoor place, so it was open. So fuck it, man. I lit my fucking Black and Mild and I hit my entrance. I walk out. So I turn the corner around the ring as I'm hitting my Black and Mild, and this motherfucker's sitting there with his drink in his hand. Fuck you, you're gonna lose. And I was, at this point, I'm done with the Black and Mild. I'm not gonna stoke it off and put it in my pocket. So put it right in his drink and kept going.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like these things you know what I'm saying? Like, these things aren't planned. These are things that I do. You think any of these motherfuckers are going to come out and take a chance? This was at an OCC Roadhouse bike fest.
Yeah.
You think any of these pussies are going to take a chance of that guy jumping the railing and knocking their teeth out? No, because as soon as that guy jumps the railing, they're going to go, no, mister, stop. This is just wrestling. I want that guy to hop over the fence so I can knock his fucking teeth out so I can get in the ring, then be amped up to take this guy out.
Yeah, I seen that, and I was like, "Wow, this guy is really a badass." Though, do they be waiting at your car for you after the match?
I actually, in Georgia, some fucking toothless, inbred bastards threw a rock about, and that's my head. So that about a rock about that big through my windshield in Georgia.
What you do? Like, what you do now?
I beat up Shane Douglas. I sat in a wheelchair for 2.5 hours with a mask on, acting like I was handicapped, just so whenever Shane Douglas came out with the title, I jumped out of the wheelchair and beat the shit out of him. But during that happening, somebody's, you know, my mask came off. So when I was walking to my car at the end of the night, I had the mask in my hand, and someone was like, "Yeah, there's that motherfucker that got shit. Get him." So I saw one guy coming. I was like, the other night, dude, I'm fucking wrestling. Or I'm sorry, I came out for my entrance. I get stabbed in my ass. I turned around. I don't know who did it. I just said, fucking do that shit again. I dare you. So during the match, you know, the dude goes out of the ring. I go to grab him and throw him back in. I grab him. As soon as I go to throw him back in, stick. I get stuck in my ass twice. Some fan fucking stabbed me 3 times during my fucking match. Now she's banned from all fucking shows in Florida.
Wow.
I'm getting stabbed. People are throwing rocks through my windows and shit. Fuck.
Okay. Hey, that is something else. When it actually sounds like some Nick Cage type of stuff, you know, real hardcore.
Who's Nick Cage? The guy? Oh, the guy from
GCW. Yeah.
Nicolas Cage?
No, not Nicolas Cage. Nick Cage from GCW.
I don't know who you're talking about.
Hey, it's all cool. Some badass though, just always, out there, not giving a crap about, the fans and just, being ruthless though. I really dig it though. I really do. What keeps you going though?
I'm just trying to get money so I can everybody's grinding to get seen. I'm grinding to disappear. I've already been seen. My whole life has been in the spotlight. I'm just trying to get enough money just to relocate, go up north, build myself a cabin, and get the fuck away from all these people. That's my ultimate goal. That's what keeps me going.
Okay. You want a cabin though?
Yeah, man.
Hey, okay, nice secluded spot. I know a lot of people, do. But you just say also, you got into the wrestling business about, been in it not too long ago. How was the process getting into it? Because with the pandemic going in it.
Easy. Look at me. I'm a fucking. The reason I knew I was going to be a wrestler because a year before I started doing this, WWE was in Ohio, in Youngstown, Ohio. So me and my brother, we pulled up to the fucking gate, and the parking guys were there, and fuck it, let me give it a shot. I said, hey, where do the wrestlers park? Right back that way. So my brother's like, what do we do? I was like, keep driving. So we go to the next guys, and they're like, hey, are you guys wrestlers? Hell yeah, man, right this way. So we parked. Next thing you know, Sheamus pulls up. Fucking at the time it was Rusev was next to our car, and my brother's like, what do you want to do? I was like, let's just go in. So we walk up to the door. Rusev fucking opens the door for us. Security stops us. They said, oh, you guys are wrestlers? Right this way. We go to the locker room. Next thing you know, like the locker room is about like as big as my fucking dining room. It was a small little venue. And security's like, hey, who are you guys? My brother's like, we're fans. And they were like, hey, you guys got to get the fuck out of here. So on the way back out, I'm asking, they're like, hey man, what are you guys doing? We're like, oh, we weren't booked tonight, to the fucking other guys. And for me, not to say a lie at all, I just said, where to the wrestlers park? And everybody was like, oh, you're wrestlers? Then for Rusev and all them, the security, everybody to point us in the direction of the locker room, I knew I had to fucking look right then and there. So everything else is just cake after that, man. I mean, like, nobody gives a shit about a clothesline or a fucking hip toss or an arm drag. They come to see me, period. The guys want to be me, and the ladies came to see me.
Hey man, I like it. So where you see yourself at? Where you see August Artois in the next 5 years?
Retired.
Retired. Okay.
Yeah.
Who do you see? What type of big matches would you like to, accomplish on your way to retirement?
I don't give a shit about that, dude. I don't have any dream matches. I don't have any of that dumb shit. I am the dream match. I'm the guy everybody wants to face. I just want to get in and get out as fast as I can. Okay, I dig it, man. For real, I dig it. Hey, yo, you guys, man, we're gonna move on here on Talk Pro Wrestling, having a very interesting and fun episode with my guy August Artois, you guys. But tomorrow night, you have a huge show. September 11th, you have a 6-man freestyle matchup where later on that night, the winner gets an opportunity at the Pure Championship. You're going to be in the matchup with D'Lo Jordan, Jake Sterling, a couple of other guys in the matchup. Yeah.
Snoop Strikes, Jaden Newman, just to name a few. Also, I know you plans on winning on that matchup later on tonight. What's your thoughts on that?
I'm gonna win. It's a guarantee. I mean, the other guys, I guess they're just there for filler, just to make the match look bigger than it is. I am the big deal, and that'll be shown. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna. I already got this, so Sugar's gonna have to find out that night that I'm coming after his too. Okay, coming after his too. Also, you trying to get all these belts back. You had 3, now you're down to 1, but you're going after the Pure Championship tomorrow night, and you're also looking to defeat Shane Douglas. Yeah, I'm hoping to take that fucking title. Basically, like, these things don't mean shit to me. I know how much it means to the guys that they want to be the best wrestler out there, and they've been wanting this since they were a little boy. Like, this isn't what I've wanted since I was a boy. I wanted to be a star. I've done that on multiple different levels, and this is just a different way of letting people know that I'm better than you.
Okay, man. Hey, I dig it though. I really do. Hey, yo, August Artois, man. I appreciate you joining me here on the podcast, man. Chatting wrestling, man, and telling your story. You're really raw. You real. I can tell it, man. It's no joke, for real. Before you go, any questions, any shout outs, anything you like to say?
No, but all you idiots listening can follow me on Instagram. Just type in August Artois. It'll pop up, The Real Artois 7. On Twitter, Artois August. On Facebook, August Artois, the real August Artois. For book information, follow me on Facebook. Just type in August Artois. Trust me, it's gonna fucking pop up. T-shirt, merch, sales. If you want one, if I'm in a good mood, I'll sell you one. If not, I'll probably tell you to fuck off. Follow me on Instagram, follow me, and make that shit happen. And if you're listening from a different state and you want to see me kick the shit out of whoever's your top guy, let your bookers know to give me a call.
Okay, you guys give him a call.
Good
man.
interview. Good interview, by the way. You asked proper questions and you weren't fucking dumb.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. For real, man. You got it, man. I can't wait to see you on a bigger stage. August Artois, man. I wish you nothing but the best for your success in the future. Keep doing your thing. Stay blessed, stay safe. And I appreciate you joining me on the podcast this week.
Hell yeah.
Everyone has something to say, a story to tell. We make it easy to share yours. So let's talk.
Regardless of your podcast setup, hit record. And from there, whether your podcast reaches 10 people or 10 million, we can help you get heard wherever listeners are.
And who knows, maybe even quit your day job.
But no matter who hears you, it's about connecting and sharing something from your perspective.
It's about having a voice and using it without anything standing in your way. Say it all with Anchor.
Yo, August, man. August Artois, thank you, man. Thank you for coming through and expressing yourself. I don't know how to any other way of saying it, but man, this has been one of an entertaining show. I know you wasn't here just to entertain me, man. We was here to talk, chat on the podcast, man. But I was a little bit lost for words a little bit, man. I was just like, okay, I got my popcorn, man. This guy good, you know. But yo, man, shout out to August Artois. I appreciate you for being here on the 1130 podcast, Talk Pro Wrestling this week. He's real and he's raw, you guys. He's real and he's raw. He's August Artois. Go follow him on all social media platforms. And man, if you're in the city or the town he in, go check him out for real. He got it, man, and I like it. And I was chatting with him, and I said, man, you remind me a little bit of like a Nick Cage or in a Nick New Jack. And I was like, man, yo, because New Jack, he just went out there, he didn't give a shit. You know, I mean, that was just his persona. You know, Nick Cage in a little bit. Like, you know, like you going out there, you saying what you're saying, and you getting stabbed up, poked up by the fans. Like, bro, like, hey, for real. And a couple of weeks ago, I had a guest who was on the podcast named Brian Young, and he was here to talk about his amazing book and just talk about how back in the days, how heat and wrestling and how the guys it was so believable that, you know, when guys would go out to their cars or they would have to get escorted in the police car and just so much stuff because these guys were hated. You feel me? Like getting up on the apron shooting at these wrestlers though. But I mean, like, bro, when I did see the picture on the social media of the Rock was getting thrown at his window, and also like I wouldn't imagine like you coming up to my face, even though I'm talking trash. Yeah, boo, I hate you, you suck, blah 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 blah. You dropped the black mile in my drink. Like this drink wasn't cheap at all. Like that's heel shit, man, and I love it. I love it. I love what he's doing, man. He's going to the top. Nothing but big things for August Artois, man. Tomorrow night, he got a big, huge event. See if he's going to go on later on that night to face the Pure Champion. And also, he facing Shane Douglas, you guys, September 25th. Hey, yo, man. So, hey, I'm rooting for August Artois, man. A lot of people not, but hey, I wish nothing but the best of him. And I appreciate you joining me here on the podcast. But you guys, man, we're going to move on before we wrap it up here on the podcast. We got SmackDown tonight in Madison Square Garden. Oh, man, it's going down, you guys, man. It is going down. With SmackDown, you guys, we got it in Madison Square Garden tonight. We got a huge show, you guys. We got a huge show. It's going down. Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar are going to be face-to-face. It was a couple of weeks ago that everybody thought that Brock Lesnar was going to be on SmackDown when they gained that huge rating. A couple of weeks ago, I think it was the go-home show, the fallout of SummerSlam from SmackDown, but no Brock Lesnar, though. Very interesting. But I love what they're doing on SmackDown with Paul Heyman. Like, you got his ringtone. Like, I mean, Ood probably don't, but I mean, like, you got his ringtone. Man, like, come on, you should have probably had his number deleted out of your phone or whatever, but whatever they doing right there, they milking it is cool. I love it. We got Becky Lynch and Bianca Belair for the contract signing. It's going down, man. This is going to be WWE's first time back in Madison Square Garden in some time. So it's going to be a show. Also, we got Rampage. So many wrestling shows throughout the week, man. So many. But we got Rampage tonight. We got Pac going up against Andrade. That's going to be a cool match, and some other matches, man. But All Out was the headliner, you guys, of this past week on Sunday night, man. I haven't ordered a pay-per-view, bro, and probably since 2013. 2013. I haven't ordered a pay-per-view since then. And I ordered it, bro. I ordered it. And I was like, yo, this is blowing my mind, man. Like, from everything, it was beautiful. From Miro, Rusev, whoever you want to call him, he come out there, have this dominant match, and everybody has so many things to say. You know, like all the WWE, former ex-WWE guys won. You know, what happened to the homegrown? There was no black representation on the show. You know, just so much. And hey man, what a time to be a wrestling fan. And yeah, people can make the comparison so much about WCW and this reminding everyone about WCW. Now, come on, I didn't even watch WCW back then. And yeah, it's reminding me of it, but I think the only big difference is Tony Khan loves wrestling. And you know, my guy back in the days, you know, Ted Turner, he didn't love it. He was just there for the money. He just threw away money. And his narrative, his point was just to put WWF, whatever, out of business. That was it. You know, they was winning from 96 to 98 until Mike Tyson came in WWF. And, you know, they changed, you know, the storyline, and WWF took off from there. You know, plus with the Mankind and with WCW help in a way by saying, yo, Mankind is going to win a championship. You know, like, let wrestling thrive, man. Yes, the WWE needs to pick it back up and, you know, change some things. You know, the WWE is what I got into wrestling, you know. I heard about WCW, but hey, you know, but I love what AEW is doing. We're All Out. It was beautiful. You know, Miro winning over Eddie Kingston. They made Eddie Kingston shirt real fast, man. Redeem these nuts. It was real quick on that, man. You know, Britt Baker winning her match. I got a thing for Chris Statlander. I really, really do. I really got a thing for her. Seeing Ruby, you know, Soho make her debut. She winning the Battle Royal, which I was rooting for Thunder Rosa. But hey, maybe it was just me, but I know some other people were. The match of the night, man, it had to been the tag team cage match for the AEW tag team championships with the Young Bucks and the Lucha Bros. Was like the only matchup with just two AEW originals in it, you know. But man, oh man, like, it was brutal. Like, I don't know which one was it, Nick or Matt, though, with the thumbtacks at the bottom of the shoes. Like, he needs some help. Like, he really, like, he real unstable. Both of them unstable, for real. Like, they keep changing their Twitter bio like every other couple of weeks or so. Like, they really unstable. So check on your friends, you guys, for the all serious stuff, for real. But man, like, that was the match of the night right there. What else we had? Christian Cage, of course. You know, everybody knew that Kenny Omega was winning. You know, I don't think nobody wanted to see Christian Cage winning. You know, we all knew Kenny was going to win. We didn't want to see Christian win, not one bit, but we knew that was over. We knew Daniel was coming out. I don't think anybody knew Adam was, but I didn't pay attention to Britt Baker. Well, I did pay attention to Britt Baker's match, but I didn't, you know, put it all together until after I watched it. And I was like, oh, yo, Britt Baker just did, you know, the move Adam Cole was doing. And I was like, man, they really marked out for that. I was like, oh, okay. No, I see why. But man, oh man, like Darby Allin, yo, man, that was beautiful. CM Punk is back. I'm loving it, man. I'm loving it. What else we had going on that night? Man, it was just so much. Jericho wins. He beat MJF, but the promo MJF did this past week, oh man, Brian Pitt, oh man, man. MJF is a monster on the mic. Nobody want to touch him. I would like to see MJF and August Artois, man. That would be dope. That would be really, really dope. There'd be some badasses, kick asses, man. But yo, man, All Out was just off the chain, man. AEW was just going up. They got Adam Cole. They got CM Punk now, Booby Soho, Daniel Bryan or Brian Danielson. He's going by his real name. I'm loving what they're doing. I'm really loving what they're doing. The guys just feel free. I'm loving it, man. Also, shout out to the AEW Dark this past week where we had the Acclaim is back together, man. That was crazy. That scripted promo, like really, my guy was suspended because he said something offensive. And every time they come out, and I was like, yo, man, every time he come out, he says something real crazy, though. But I'm glad to see them back. They got a bright future. They're like one of the hottest tag teams in the AEW, man. So kudos to them, man. Kudos to just wrestling in general, man. Impact Wrestling, AEW, Ring of Honor, what they doing right now with the women's right now, I'm loving it. Ring of Honor. Hey, what a time to be a fan, man. Just what a time to be a fan, you guys. Prayers go out to Triple H, man. Hope things get better for him. And everybody's saying, man, the stress is coming from Vince McMahon. And Vince McMahon taking over NXT. And this coming Tuesday, we're going to see what NXT new format. A lot of people don't like it. NXT is Nickelodeon this, hey, we're going to see. We're going to see. To be honest with you, I was tired of the Capitol Wrestling Center. You feel me? It looked all dark and doomy-ish. Like, Raw and SmackDown went back on the road. How come NXT didn't go back to Full Sail? Was it because of the Corona issues, stuff like that? Like, I'm confused. I mean, even though when they were at Full Sail, it looked the way it looked, but they, let's see what this going to look like first before we just bash it, Maybe the new logo, it's a business. We all got to remember that wrestling, man, at the end of the day, when we tuning in to WWE, whatever, pro wrestling promotion is a business at the end of the day. They got to make its money. They got to evolve. They got to do this. They got to do that. So, like, come on, man. So, I ain't going to bash it, I ain't going to bash it. And shout out to Wale, though. Shout out to Wale. Wale is going to be another guy in a couple of years who's going to be in the WWE Hall of Fame in the celebrity ring. I guarantee you. Watch. I guarantee you. For real. He's a big fan. He's really always endorsing it. Down to Rolling Loud a couple of weeks ago in Miami, when the Street Profits came out, he came, basically introduced all the fans that were there for the hip hop and whatnot, and just was like, yo, man, like, give it up, man, stand up. Well, nobody really standing up. Like, bro, I ain't watched wrestling since I was a little kid, man. I ain't about to watch this, bro. But yo, shout out to Wale, man. I really love what he's doing and the support of professional wrestling, for real. Yo, man, this has been an awesome show, man. I ain't about to waste you guys' time. I know you guys love hearing me chat my wrestling, which I love chatting wrestling myself, you guys, for real. Man, this has been an awesome one. It's Friday. I'd enjoy the weekend, you guys. September 11th is tomorrow, you guys. So pay some respect and homage to, those who lost their lives, man. And, the victims and, the first responders and everything, man, who went through that emotional roller coaster, crazy day, man. 20 years ago. 20 years ago. Wow. You guys, man, this has been an awesome one, man. Before I go, you know what time it is. Don't forget to follow the 1130 Podcast on all social media platforms. Follow the 1130 Podcast, you guys, on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at the 1130 Podcast. Yes, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter at the 1130 Podcast. If you would like to be a guest here on the podcast, email me. That's the 1130 Podcast at gmail.com, or just DM me on social media so we can work for real. Yes. And also, you guys, the 100th episode of the 1130 Podcast is coming up. Yes, coming up real soon, October 27th on EB Radio and YouTube, streaming at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, man. So tune in each week to the 1130 Podcast as we close down to the 100th episode, guys. Each Wednesday, for real. Tune in. Yo, it's been an awesome one, for real. I'll be back here next Friday for some Talk Pro Wrestling. And y'all, I hope everybody stay safe, stay blessed. Give all the glory to God. You know how we end it, man, for real. Yo, it's your man Dre, a.k.a. Dre on Wheels, and I'm out.